Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dark Lord Dumbledore. Let's get started straight away with... Wormtail loosed the grip on his master's arm when they arrived at the lake. Voldemort walked toward the lake and looked into the water. There, on the bottom, he saw the dead body of Albus Dumbledore. The real Albus Dumbledore.
Get him out of the water.
Yes, my lord.
Wormtail bent over and took the body of Dumbledore out of the water and placed it on the stone ground of the mountains. Voldemort took the bottle with the special polyjuice potion out of his pockets and threw some of the toenails from his previous body in the bottle, pulled the old man's mouth open. Voldemort bent over and poured the potion into the dead man's mouth.
Make him swallow it.
Wormtail nodded and pulled the head in a way that Dumbledore was able to swallow the potion. Immediately, the old man's body started to change. The beard disappeared, just like the nose. The face turned pale white, and very soon, Voldemort was lying there, dead.
Drop him back in the lake.
Wormtail did as he was asked. After he was done, Wormtail looked back at his master.
Now what was all this for?
You'll see soon enough, Wormtail. Right now I'm going to make my final trip before going back to Hogwarts.
Where are you going?
London.
Voldemort apparated away, leaving Wormtail behind, alone and confused. When Voldemort appeared again, he was in Whitehall in London. The place was so crowded that no one paid attention to the strange man that had appeared in their midst, which is exactly what Voldemort wanted. At the same time, he didn't want to waste too much time around these non-magical people. He made his way past the Muggle Ministry of Defense toward a red telephone box. He walked inside, dialed the word magic, and the telephone box went down and landed into the atrium of the Ministry of Magic. Voldemort walked out.
I'm looking for Cornelius Fudge, the Minister for Magic. Is he here?
Certainly, Mr. Dumbledore. He's in his office at the moment. Would you like me to lead you there?
No need. I can find it myself.
Voldemort made his way over to the lift. Various wizards greeted him on his way. Some even bowed, which Voldemort really enjoyed. Some wizards asked him various questions, which he chose to ignore. When he arrived on the right floor, he walked out of the lift and made his way to the minister's office. Fudge's personal assistant, Miss Wong, was standing outside of his office talking to Rita Skeeter, who, presumably, had just done an interview with the minister.
I'm glad you're both here. I have something important to show you.
What is this? Something important you were talking about?
The Dark Lord is dead. His body was found in a lake in the mountains near Hogsmeade.
If that is true, then I want to see it with my own eyes.
And so, a few moments later, Voldemort arrived at the lake with Miss Wong and Rita Skeeter. Both of them looked into the water.
That certainly is the Dark Lord. No doubt about it.
How did he die?
Why don't I tell you in private?
Before Rita could respond, Voldemort grabbed her arm in a firm grip. She and Voldemort apparated away. Fudge's assistant went back to the ministry to announce the Dark Lord's death to the rest of the wizarding world. Voldemort and Rita appeared in the room of the Riddle House where Voldemort had turned into Dumbledore. Rita looked around, a bit scared.
Albus? What is this place?
Your grave.
What?
Avada Kedavra.
Rita dropped on the floor. Voldemort looked to Nagini, who was hanging over a chair.
Well, what do you think? Do you like it?
It will do.
Nagini hissed in pleasure and crawled toward the dead body of Rita Skeeter. and a short while later the journalist opened her eyes. This time the pupils looked very snake-like. Voldemort looked at her while she was trying to stand up.
Now that you're in a human body, you should be able to talk like a normal human.
Let's try it. Oh. It seems that you're right.
Well, I'll be leaving now for Hogwarts. You make sure that my death is published in the Daily Prophet. Understood?
Understood, Master.
Nagini threw some flue powder into the fireplace.
The Daily Prophet.
She immediately disappeared in the green flames of the flue powder. When she was gone, Voldemort stepped into the fireplace as well.
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
And immediately the green flames swallowed him as well. You were listening to Dark Lord Dumbledore. If you want to... Hey, what's this thing slithering near my feet? Ah! A snake! Take it away! Take it away! Oh! It's crawling onto me! Get off! Get it off! It's on my face! It's on my... Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, yes. If you want to hear how this story continues, then press the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of more uploads. And give this video a like. Thank you for watching.